Hello once again. Another strange little video that I thought would be a good experiment to see where I could take different things. About 5 minutes ago, I wrapped up making the One Piece video, so that was a bit of a stretch from what I've done on this channel before. So to get kind of back into it, but still exploring more of how I feel about certain things, I thought I'd bring you today to one of the games that's been taking up my life as of late. Gunfire Reborn. Risk of Rain 2 also did that, so I'll eventually make a video with that, but I still have no internet, and I can't download it. I uninstalled it because it was taking up years of my life. But so's Gunfire Reborn. But I have it downloaded because it's still taking years away from my life. Anyway, Risk of Rain 2 and Gunfire Reborn are major influences for Alpices, and reasons why I'm taking my game specific ways. One of the themes that I'm tossing up in the air for Alpices is freedom, and I get that from roguelite type games, where your character becomes what you want it to be. So what better way to explore that than with a fun look at the game. This will probably be like half Let's Play, half just, I don't know, half Let's Play messing around and half looking into different mechanics, and explaining how this game works if you've never played before. New adventure. I don't plan on having a character select in my game, but there are a few different characters that I'm very good, or that I enjoy playing here. I usually go with this guy, Kunyan. I have no idea what the tones are for it. I have no clue. But generally, I like to play him, or Prince is alright. I do like the new guy. I don't know, let's go with the new guy. He's kind of fun. Strong little frogman is good at melee damage and deflecting blows. I guess I should start off. This is a first-person shooter. However, it does have melee mechanics, and one of them would be this guy's different abilities. One ability being a shield, the other just being a punch. He does well when it comes to close-range combat, and that seems to be a common occurrence, because I also like the bird guy, who is very close combat-like. The bunny girl's alright, but she's more of like mid-range, summoning swords and kiss flowers. She's weird. But there you go, there's his little shield. So I do absolutely love the little touches of personality you see in this game, as, you know, they're just drinking tea. The tiger dropped his tea, kind of hiding it from anybody, making sure no one sees his mistake, putting it back. This guy, kind of having fun, using his powers to make the tea bubbles, and consuming it that way. A little bit of personality when it comes to the animations. I have not played multiplayer, but I expect there are similar things in-game, just not as much detail put in as it would be in the opening menu. So, let's go ahead and start this out. So there are now 4 different map types and randomized rooms that you enter from in each of these playthroughs. The types of rooms never change, but the randomized layouts do. There are a variety of weapons that I have my favorites for already. But each weapon is kind of Borderlands, that they have different properties that each weapon can use and utilize. Some of them have an alternate fire, like this one, which homes in on wherever I pinged. So, I can shoot. I can shoot that little light from anywhere I want, which is fun for boss fights. Say if the boss is right there on that blank wall, and I need to hide from an attack that he's doing. I can shoot around it by doing this, and it still goes through. So that's one of the reasons why I like this weapon. There are a plethora of them, including swords. There is a new spear that I absolutely love. But the interesting thing is how they balance these weapons and how they can fit different playstyles. So, like, yes, this weapon can home in on different things, but if you're going to be firing, it's actually quite a large spread, so you don't have that accuracy unless you target them head on. I missed a lot of those shots that I could have hit, just because of how the weapon spread happens to be. Now I'm going to shield up, bash these guys, and punch them, getting rid of most of them in one go, showing how powerful these abilities can be early game. And with that, since I completed this bonus... No, is this a bonus room? This is a bonus room. I get a scroll. So, non-element weapons. Again, kind of like Borderlands, they can have elemental effects. This weapon, however, does not. It's just a base weapon, so it does have that extra effect of explosion damage, a fifth of the time. A lot of these roguelike games involve lots of power-ups and how you are going to build your character as you play, which is kind of like Pokemon in how your team evolves. So your team can start off as just one Mon that's the starter, either fire, water, or grass. But eventually you end up choosing the typings and what kind of type spread you want on that creature. And that is how Pokemon lets you decide how your playthrough is going to be. In here you only have the one player, and you keep the abilities that you chose at the beginning, but your weapons change. They can be all sorts of different effects. So like again, this is an assault rifle that can home in on different targets. And then you've got this bow that does a heavy amount of damage, but its fire rate is real slow. Yes, you can choose to shoot faster, but I do believe that affects damage. And there are different weapon types, so generally, unless you have something that really helps your ammo, you want to diversify your weapon choice that much, which is a great balancing mechanic when it comes to... You don't want your players to get too comfortable with any specific weapon because it's not guaranteed and they might run out of ammo. So if you have 3 different assault rifles, making them one ammo type so your player is disincentivized not to use 2 of the same weapon is a good balancing mechanic. However, there's also ways for you to upgrade your character abilities and for them to get extra passives. So once you complete enough rooms, we'll get through it. Once you complete a section which leads you out to a door, you get one of these golden goblets. They let you ascend one ability of your choice until you get to like the 4th scene. So I am going to go a little bit more combative and have my punch be stronger. Because eventually I like relying on my ability more than my weapon. Unless I find that I can upgrade my weapon fairly easily. And that does bring me to another point in this game. A lot of the time there are randomized things, kind of like chests or markets. And sometimes, just sometimes, you can come across scrolls which have good and bad effects. This one slowly eats away at my life, which can benefit other scrolls, like more damage if you are at a lower HP. However, once my shields break, it will return that life before sucking it away again. So, it's fine. It's a legendary scroll, so that the downside is not going to be that bad. It's just an extra option. I honestly don't know what other use it would have other than helping out specific scrolls like the one I mentioned before. Oh, there's a bonus room. There are these ability tester type things where you are just testing out your ability that isn't shooting. And occasionally, you get something kind of this easy where you're really just walking and avoiding things. And yes, if you didn't know, there's this hidden chest room. From what I've seen, every one of these challenges that don't have enemies have 2 different chests that you can find. I have no idea how these combinations will go. This is what I love about roguelites. The different mixes have interesting combinations. If your player gets something that makes you fast but makes you slow, okay, they can assume that it finds some sort of middle ground. If you're 20% faster but 20% slower, it's going to rely on what you got first, or it's just going to cancel out. One of the two, and your player can expect that. However, If your life slowly gets taken away but stops at 1, and every time your shield breaks down, it gets replenished, but your max HP is fixated at 1, so that makes airbag effectively null and void. So there's these interesting little connections that don't always mix well, but sometimes can be extremely overpowered. I once got Paranormality, and one that fixes my shield and armor to 1, so any hit was going to kill me. It just took away my armor and made it all HP, so I had 1 HP. That was effectively the end of a run, but as a player, I went, okay, well, this is a challenge. Let's see how long I can go. It changes your goal of the game if you get the right scrolls. You might be going for something completely different. Early game, I might be focusing abilities and then move on to weapons once my weapons do 300% damage on a particular weapon type if I choose to use them more. It varies the gameplay a lot just to have these different choices, which is why I want them to be so integral in my game. So, let's get back into it. Just avoiding these little boulders and seeing what I get out of this chest. Okay, so there are scrolls that are pretty much exclusively bad or limiting in some capacity, called cursed scrolls. However, there are also scrolls that benefit you if you have them. So this scroll that I just got gives me 15% weapon damage and 20% skill damage for each one I have. Oh, that's an unforeseen consequence. I have 1 HP, so I can't give a percentage to get more money. Fun. Oh, hello, friend. No. No. You die. Also. Yeah, I'd rather give you up, glove. Well, that wasn't a lot of damage. Defensive little guy. Oh well. So with another room complete, I can do this, and ooh. Oh yes, I love Stormy Riptide because it can make my shielding ability last for as long as I can continuously punch different people, which can lead me to have great combos and clear out a room super quickly if so needed. Oh no. Oh, these guys suck. Ow. No. No. There we go. Oh, immortal guy. That's gonna suck. Well, I have this open portal, but I think I'm gonna upgrade my weapon first. I still love this Dragon Chaser, which has the homing ability, so I'm going to etch a new ability. Instead of having 100% effective range and 100% stability, I'm also going to get 25% increased rate of fire. And then I'll upgrade the damage before facing what looks like a mini boss. So if I take out these guys first, a mini boss should spawn. There it is. What are you gonna be? Okay. Beetle's not too bad. Generally, I think the beetle is the easiest one. Just because you can avoid its attacks relatively easy, and you just continue shooting at it. Ooh, so I told you guys about the ammo system before. So there are different ammo types that will run out if you have these same weapons. So it does default you to having a pistol that has infinite ammo. And no other weapon shares this ammo type. So only a pistol, and only that pistol will last you the entire game, and gives you some option if you ever run out, instead of having to rely on your ultimate ability, which might not give you any sort of damage. Like, this one's just a shield. It wouldn't help me if I'm on a solo run and didn't have any ammo. But it's something that you have to account for if you're going to implement some sort of limiting mechanic in the game. You want your players to be able to get through a level even if that limiting mechanic hinders them to the largest extent. So, with this final blow, we defeated the mini-boss, getting this nice legendary scroll. So, I have 270 shield at the moment, which regens if I spend some time away out of battle. And 0 HP, so if I take any HP damage, I'm dead. So, when taking shield damage, I receive less of it, and HP damage, I receive more of it. That is a complete win where I'm at right now, so why not? Aside from that, that's a handheld shotgun. I don't really want that. I kind of want the sword more than the bow, because my long-range assault rifle, well, my assault rifle's already long range. I don't really need it, and this sword has a cool secondary ability. Oh, so with this scroll, I gain all sorts of damage for having cursed scrolls, and I could nullify the cursed scrolls too. Compared to the other, I think I'm going to try and get as many cursed scrolls as I can. Sounds like a fun little challenge this run. And to let you guys know, this video will only last as long as I can keep this run going. So it could end in a minute if I'm not careful. Which is why I'm trying to balance talking and, you know, just playing through. Ooh! I saw lots of pings on the map. It's also really nice to have a map in a game that's so level-oriented and has randomized spawns. Hopefully I can show you Lubu, which is the final, or one of the final bosses. There's another one. Okay, so extra damage. Ooh. I think I'm Stormy Riptide, too. So it upgrades the amount of time that I can stay in my alt from half a second to a second, giving me more time to keep that going. Oh. So, let's see how long I can keep this up. Oh. Oh, no. There we go. I've run out of punches, haven't I? Almost. I'm still there. And I cleared out the room, just with the one ability. No weapons required. Oh. So a dash is something that every character gets. It's nice to have that movement for two reasons. It gives the player extra ability to evade attacks instead of just relying on speed. But it gives them a challenge of timing and to help them backtrack if needed faster. So I'm going to get those advanced joggers, and again, I'm at 1 HP, so I will always be at max HP. A flat 25 extra damage? Let's go! I love that. This is great. So I'm going on a high damage run, that's for sure. Woo! Oh, not fantastic. I'm losing some shield, but getting it back just as quickly. And clearing out an entire room again with one ability. Oh, nope, not done. Not quite the whole room. And I don't like you. You can do damage. Shield guys, the horse heads, they're fine. They can be easily dealt with a few shots to the head. Ooh, and we got a chest. So 2 chests. Oh, same little thing, except a double rock, so I need to time it. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba. Ow! Oh, wow, that does no damage to me right now. I'm just gonna walk through it. Oh my god, usually it does like more than half my shield. Buns now recover full HP. Again, something I don't need, but I can sacrifice it for maybe a cursed... No, I can't sacrifice for a cursed scroll. Makes me sad. Oh, dashing after being injured recovers 50% total damage? Does that include shields? I'm not sure. That'd be really nice. Not gonna lie. Occasionally there's these huge arena type maps, which I'm a huge fan of. Getting lots of enemies nearby and having a whole swarm of them hit you at once can be quite a challenging event. Ooh. Let me hit you with a tracking thing, please. Let me hit you with a tracking thing. Let's get you done. Ooh. The guy has homing attacks on me and I don't like it. Oh, you took the hit for the guy. God dang it. Oh, Ah! You die. No. You die next. Nope. Oh no, the tracking bullets come again. And then, for each of the different stages, right now it's been the same one inside these caverns. There are different enemy types, which varies up the gameplay quite a lot. It's kind of like... Oh... There was some pyramid roguelites as well, which had you upgrade your stuff through different Egyptian gods. Immortal Redneck, that's what it was called. I forgot completely. Oh, each of the different pyramids that you would go through gave you different enemies as well. It really helps give the player some sort of progression so that if they've reached a new point that they have never gotten to before, they really feel the advancement that they've made. If you were just fighting the same enemies over and over again 4 times for one run, that can really hurt your own sense of progression, because it doesn't mean that they're harder, but it means that your player sees the game as a little bit different and not the same thing over and over again. It's that added replayability and giving your players extra goals to hit before hitting the final goal. So, I will... Oh, ebb and flow. Giving my shield extra respawn time is going to be very important when shield is all I have to survive. So I'll go with that before going through the room and fighting Lubu. So, let's see what the peddler's selling. Extra ammo every time I move. Yes, sir, please. And 1 max HP for each enemy I kill within 7 meters. And again, this is a point where your player is thinking, and I'm thinking because I'm the player right now, will this give me 2 HP? Will this give me a way to recover from that limitation that I've already set upon myself? Or is this another useless scroll? Let's find out. And then let's also upgrade our weapons. So, Icy Spear is a spear that I absolutely love from this new update. I do think I'm going to continue upgrading the Dragon Chaser. Mostly because I have that already upgraded, and I can come across a better spear in the future if I switch weapons and switch back. But for right now, this will be great for this boss. Spear will be a little bit of a hindrance. Not the worst, because it does have 2 different firings and kind of does double damage per ammo in a way. But this is just going to be easy. Oh, there is also a time limit so that your players can't lock on target 1 time and just continue firing. So there is that check and balance so that your players don't get entirely bored of the gameplay, which is a really nice addition. And then being able to retarget's very nice as well, because a player can absolutely... Oh, God. Absolutely miss. Oh, no! Okay. Can absolutely miss their target like I did that. I'd rather go for the critical spot on his head. Ooh. Before I go for any body shots. So, this should be the end of it. That is 1/4 of the game complete. Or 1/3, depending upon how seriously you're taking a run. Who knows? So, after a boss, they generally drop a few different items. I don't really want any of them. They also drop a scroll. I don't have an elemental damage on either of these, but I guess I'll take it. Another scroll to waste if it's asking me to sacrifice a scroll for something. Okay, so if I block damage with my shield, it gets put back into the magazine of the gun I'm using, or extra skill damage, which I think I'm going to do. I'd rather do Tidal Rhythm. I'm going to be punching more with my shield rather than shooting with my shield. So, Scene 2. More of a desert instead of that gloomy underground place. Again, this variance of enemies is nice. They become more mystical here, with that lizard that casts spells, But then there's also like a sniper. Ooh! Actually, it becomes more wild, I guess. Mystical, I wouldn't say now. Whoa! But these flamethrower guys are a big hassle. Whoa! No! Let me continue fighting! I will fight on forever. Oh, and lizard. That's another thing. I absolutely love the little animals that are in here. You can get a lizard, a dragon for sure, and a salamander. And each of their reload animations are adorable. Even that demon shotgun that I had earlier, it has a fun little animation where you're feeding the eye creature that is the gun. A lot of this game has care put into it. The animations give that away immediately, and the pure variance in guns and damage ways that you can do damage, like bows, spears, swords, guns, it really shows off that this game is cared about and helps with the replayability. Especially if you're following along in development, you can get tired of how static the game is, and then new character, new weapons, new enemies are all released, and the game has a fresh life again. I think I'll get Thunder Screen, because if I ever lose my shield, I do damage to the enemies around me, which could save me, and I don't think I'll need anything else. Yeah, my weapons are still good, they're fine. But, always check the shops. The shops are very nice. Ooh. Let's see if I can get you. Oh, you're dead! Oh, you're dead! Oh! Let's show off the spear. I don't get to show off the spear much. So, yeah, it does the normal damage, but then you can retract for burst damage within a set amount of time. So, when you throw the spears, these little spinning discs appear, and they stay on the ground, dealing passive damage to any enemies that go on them. So it's kind of like a trap. So you want to go for an enemy's critical spot, but also a spot that can do a lot of damage to an enemy, which is a good way to introduce tactics about how to go about attacking a specific enemy, especially if they're harder to deal with or a boss. And we finally get a cursed scroll! So instant damage up to my weapons and abilities. So I could get a legendary scroll or upgrade a selected weapon by 3. Or do something else, but I think I'd rather do one of these two, and I think I'll take the 3 to make my icy spear almost as damaging as my assault rifle. It's only 1 level behind, so fun little thing. There we go. Oh, that's another thing. During combat, a lot of the time, the map can restrict you into one area so that you can't leave and you can't just run away from your enemies. That way, your player is kind of stuck with the challenge that you've presented them, and they can't just dodge away from it forever. Ooh, this is starting to give me trouble. What? No. What? Okay. Time to go back to this because I think I have more. Oh, okay. No. You need to stop. Woo. Woo. I knew that it was going to be more of me playing and less of me talking about mechanics the longer I played, which is, honestly, fine. Just because there's less mechanics to talk about the more I play. But these... so... Like I said before, the enemies don't need to be more difficult for the player to feel like they've accomplished something when going into a different area. Like, those guys who wear, like, a large hat, kind of like a plague doctor mask kind of deal, very lanky, are very similar to the stationary tall guards, very human proportions, that shoot arrows. They shoot homing arrows at you. I think these guys shoot more, but it's still the same base mechanic. And I think when it comes to these golden goblet choices, I'll take Dark Tide, because I want to be able to punch more often when I have my shield up. I don't need that gun, but I would like the extra money for it. And let's see if we can upgrade... Yeah, we can upgrade the Icy Spear and each of them one time, making them on par with each other. Generally, I like to stick with one weapon because the damage becomes insane, but for variant's sake, I'm gonna go with two. And show off a few more of these little soldiers. And this guy will eventually turn invisible. Just a fun little mechanic in making you really work for trying to find him. In a crowd full of enemies, you're probably not likely to stumble across that character. So it's a good little challenge for people. Whoa, hit the worm. Worm can't hit me, I hit the worm. Whew. And then this movement game and damage game, you have to really dodge attacks or tank them in a way where you can hit the enemy for more before they hit you. I like that balance in a game, and why I really fell in love with these 3D games that really are roguelites or Metroidvania kind of deal. Because there are different scrolls that let you shift multiple times, kind of this little dash. They can also make the dash harder, but your movement is increased, or the dash is longer. There are lots of different variants that you can have, and I kind of wish they had one to jump multiple times, but that would require more thought into the verticality of every map, which there is some thought put into them, as this desert map really shows, or as one of the desert maps really show off. But the verticality of this type of game does not suit itself as much as Risk of Rain would, with its myriad of different jump alteration. So ultimately, I think that they've done the right choice not having some sort of jump catch-up mechanic. But it would be kind of fun. So continuing on, I think I'm nearing the end of this, but I do see a nice little path. Hopefully we get another boss, or... Oh, we'll get to see this variant of a challenge puzzle. What? Bah. Oh, it's a fight. I think it's a wave-based fight. So this should be fun. Oh, no, it's... each of the enemies defeated turns into a smaller enemy. When I'm the bird guy, some of the skills that I can get, instead of like increasing punches, are something like, for every enemy I kill with its ability, I get extra damage permanently. So I love this type of event for grinding a damage boost to my ability. And again, once a player has found out what the abilities do, it breathes new life into the game, just because they can min-max it and try different strategies. So I could go of a more tank build, especially in multiplayer, with this character, because of how long the shield lasts. However, I can also go high damage and just use the shield as a way to do that damage while playing single player, because otherwise the enemies just don't die. Wah. Speaking of, I'm kind of worried for myself. These guys, that big like black bruiser, he gets tough. He gets real tough. What? And I'd rather get rid of the... I can avoid that guy decent enough, but the sniper would give me problems if I'm trying to take both at the same time. You, sir. Let me see your back. Ooh, hoo, hoo. What you gonna do now, big man? Ooh. And that was mano y mano. Fun little fight there. And I do absolutely love the melee range here. I find that generally I like snipers, but the maps here are not very conducive to sniping because enemies have so much cover to go in between that I just don't find it worth it. However, pistols, shotguns, assault rifles, melee, it all works well. This is a kind of map that might work for sniping just because of that wide open area. But let's go ahead and take down a few of these guys. Or No! I believe this is a wave-based level. Ooh. I'm not getting as many punches as I'd like. No, you need to die. You really need to die before I lose timing. Good. Ah! Okay. Let's track on your head first. Get you done with. Ooh, before taking down the big guy. Ooh. Ooh. And there's really no easy way to tell when you're close to a boss. Yeah. You can see the progression on your character if you go to hero here and see the different things that your player can unlock, or your character can unlock, along with different talents that you upgrade with multiple playthroughs, which I'll get to when we get there. But you can check all these stats at any time when you press tab, and I appreciate that extra info so that the player can make the right choices when picking something up. Because if you're doing a lot of damage with a fire weapon, you don't want to pick up poison. Not necessarily, even if it has a better stats on the base weapon. Ooh. And even when they drop weapons, let's see if I can find a drop weapon, so I can compare it easily. So the dropped weapon here on the side, usually it tells me, okay, so it says it does more damage and more critical. So the critical is more than my Dragon Chaser, my assault rifle. It fires less often, so I really don't care about that. The magazine size, and I guess it's on par with my spear, which, yes, it does more damage, but it's 3 levels higher in damage. So what I'd mostly pay attention to are these inscriptions here. So critical increase on hit. Every consecutive critical hit. That's interesting. It does extra damage to burning enemies and lucky shot chance 20%. It's the same on both. Projectiles plus 0.2. I have no idea what that means. Every 5 shots it shoots another? I don't know. I don't really want to find out. My spear's good enough. And my assault rifle's good enough. So, let's finish up this zone. Ooh, striking base damage. Yeah, let's go that. I want my punches to be stronger baseline. No little increases. Ooh, okay. Fun room here. Ooh, screw you, soldier. This dodging mechanic is so nice, and I can tell just by how things are going so far that this is wave-based. It has to be. Or will I be wrong? Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But I will spend some money to get a gift box full of some sort of scroll. Take more damage, but heal more. Yeah, no, I'm selling that. There's no reason for me to take that. My health is 1. I believe it only affects health. And I don't need my shield to take more damage. So I'm generally wary of taking that anyway. Oh, I can upgrade. Let's do Dragon Chaser 2 times before moving on to the next room. What? Singling off enemies is a great way to deal with them. And hitting the one that will affect you the most, even if they're the farthest away, is highly recommended. Because that sniper's gonna hit me more than these guys. And these guys I can just rush after that sniper's dealt with. Ooh! Plus you get the big guys who spawn. That's fun. Nope. Desert Coyote. You will perish. Oh, this is kind of like the Borderlands. You can reload by throwing it as a grenade. But, yeah, not my kind of deal. Again, the variants in weapons are very nice. I'd say even more varied than Borderlands can be because it's mostly stats. These guys have a lot of different weapons and weapons types. Let's just rush these guys, get them over with. Oh, Immortal. They're going to stay around for a bit. And I can't do any more damage. So eventually, once you get high enough in the game, they give these enemies epithets. So defensive, robust soldier. So they have shields, and I believe they disperse shields at a high enough level. And they have a high HP, so it's going to be hard to hit them. Lightning, powerful soldier, so their damage is increased, and occasionally they burst lightning out. So this red thing on the ground is going to be hit with lightning, which it was. And eventually, it will happen again. Teach you back, big man. Okay. This is just a basic bandit, so nothing too bad to worry about. Ooh. Fire lizard, again, nothing too bad to worry about. And that guy's hidden, so I can't really tell what his deal is. You gonna come out of invisibility, man? Okay. Came out too bad. Too late. Icicle spear. Ooh! Projectile expires 2 at once? Gimme. Gimme that. I want to see. That is hard to see. That is very hard to see. Okay, let's compare it. So 80 base weapon damage on a hit after making critical hit 2 times in a row. So if I'm hitting it twice, next, if it's a critical and I hit it twice, I do 80% base damage. That's nice. Oh, 50% chance to deal extra corrosion damage when killing an enemy. Let's switch. That's I like this one way better. Oh, and moving on. Challenge event. Enemies transform. Oh, desert worms are going to be hard. They're not the most fun to deal with. Just because they can shoot a bunch of stuff often. But I guess with these spears, well, it's nice because they stay in the place where the enemy was hit. And can deal extra damage to the worms. Especially if I retract. So resistive, aggressive soldier, they're going to push me, but also resist elemental effects, I believe. Desert worms just normal. Lightning wizard. Oh, God. I'm freaking out a lot for not having a lot of damage done to me. I guess this is what a Let's Player's like, huh? What? What da 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 da? Da da. Woohoo! No, screw you. Rogue henchman. I wonder if they would fight other people. That'd be cool. But I think that's just the base guy's name. Oh yeah, no, I'm loving this spear. This spear is doing a hefty amount of damage. A very hefty amount. Ooh. Even if I do have to be more accurate. Oh, God. No, take you out first. I'm done with this. Let's go. Rampage. Ooh. Okay, so the challenge was succeeded. What did I get? Arms dealer. Ooh, I don't think I like that one. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. I take less damage, and I deal more damage every time I fire a lot. So that having that assault rifle is still going to be well worth it. And then I get to blah, blah, blah. Enhance. Give me more punches and more damage. Let's go. And now this is where my punches really become useless, is fighting flying enemies. Okay, so my spears do corrosive decay damage, I think. But even if they don't, that's kind of nice to have to be immune to something. And shooting won't consume ammo when destroying an item, so might as well. Extra ammo, you know? And let's get this boss fight going. I guess I could have upgraded my weapon one time, but oh well. Let's go! Defeat the four-eyed freak! Defeat the wind god! What? Ah, nope. God. So this flying enemy, it does have a routine thing, so it sends chasing tornadoes and fast tornadoes. The chasing tornadoes can be disrupted by these little whirlpool things. And it gets rid of the whirlpool as well. But if you get trapped in one of the whirlpools, you are stuck there until you dash out of there. You have to specifically dash. You can't force your way out by movement. Okay. Time for machine gun. Woohoo! It gets a lot easier when you don't have to look at the enemy, right? Oh no! He also has these homing attacks that get a little troublesome at times. Oh, that's a good lock-on. That is a very good lock-on. Let's rush you. My punches are extremely powerful. You shall deal with me. You can't run away. No, I said you can't run away. Okay, maybe you can run away. Well, after all that, my health is looking fine. I might be able to complete this run. Oh, okay. Forgot about that. So this is also a case where you have to use the whirlpools to disrupt the wind god. If they go over 4 of them, that huge tornado gets interrupted. But if you don't, it just keeps going. Let's try punching you again. That seemed to work before. If you stop, run. Oh no. There we go. So with another boss down, we get to go to the 3rd location. We're already halfway through the game. I have been recording for a long time, and my voice definitely tells me that. So, 1 second. Oh, there's also daggers that you can throw. I keep forgetting that as a weapon type. Yin Yang gives me good benefits. Every 12 seconds it changes to one good benefit or another, so I'm fine with that. I think I want to do Stormy Riptide 3. Keep my streak going when I can clear a room using my ult. Gives me that extra bit of time. And reduce 1.5 seconds when unshielded. So every time I punch, it gives me my ult quicker? Sure. That's really tempted to get clenched fist, but we'll live. The next area, Birdman's area. Let's go. Let's get this done with. For some reason, the desert area is longer than the other two. I'm not sure the reasoning, but I was stuck there for quite a long time before I got here. And when you first play, you don't have a lot of the benefits that we'll talk about after this playthrough is done, win or succeed. But once you get to a certain point, it becomes exponentially easier. Quite literally so. Woohoo! Come at me! Come at me! It's just fun to gang up on people. Get a whole wave of enemies dealt with at the same time. Oh, that's not good. Come on, lock on to the Kappa. This ain't no Mikey. Who got that reference? Oh, wrong way. No! Let's go again. Let's clear the room with a single ult yet again. My main goal is to speedrun this playthrough now. It's been an hour. I want to stop recording and give my voice a rest. But that shall not happen. There are still rooms. Oh, octopus guy is scary. But not with punches. Punches will make me live. Please. I hope the punches make me live. Oh, thank goodness. Who's still there? One more guy. Where are you at? You shall die! You shall perish! No. Ooh, that was close. Got me down to a 5th shield and I have no health. The rocket launcher is not that much of a concern to me. No! Let's go again! My ult, it shall never, ever stop. Oh, and you heal if I leave you alone too much. No! It's not good. Ooh! But you're good. And so's that. Okay, so my spear, since it's been devalued, I guess, it got lowered again because I got that new spear. I'm definitely going to upgrade that 3 times because it can be a powerhouse. Let's see what this enemy is. What? Catfish warrior, you shall perish as well. Catfish grunt. Okay, where's he at? Time clear at the enemies, because honestly, I don't want to have to deal with them if there's a big boss man. Like that guy. Is he the big boss? He might be. Let's do this the easy way. Woohoo! Oh. Cheese it! Cheese the boss. Let's go. This is definitely nightmare difficulty, wouldn't you say? The enticing gameplay. Oh. Oh, he's dead. Oh, that wasn't the boss. Okay. That's not good. I don't know where the catfish warrior is. There he is. He's hidden beneath all the big guys. Okay, there's catfish warrior. He will chase me down. But if I can still get a lock and do some serious damage. Oh no! Why are you going above my head? Okay, that wasn't above my head. Oh no! I will hit you with melee attacks, good sir. You have now entered the Let's Play portion where I only talk exclusively about what I'm fighting and encountering. And since this is such an action-packed game, I barely have a chance to look up at the camera. Hello. Also, that was very strange. I've never had two of the same weapon spawn at the same time. So, with that guy dealt with, ooh, every 6th shot, I gain extra damage? Sure. Makes the dragon chaser that much better. Ooh, I didn't see this before. Get a cursed scroll! Oh, I didn't even see what it was gonna do, but at least it gives me extra damage. I still have that one scroll. I have 2 cursed, which gives me... That's the one that gives me immunity. So I have plus 30% damage and plus 20% or 40% skill damage? Or is it like 15% of 15%? I'm not sure. Ooh, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of little guys. Let's do it this way. Wah-ha! Aha! You shall not overcome me in my flying fists. It's not a 1-inch punch, but it does its job. Woohoo! Catfish warriors, octopus, how the heck do I get to you? And also let me hit your head. And not get hit by the people who are chasing me? Nope, not chasing me yet. But chasing you now. So the flying kappas are fun too. They do jump up in the air and make themselves kind of visible, but they produce a lot of different homing attacks. It's like 8 different ones, but you can shoot them down. It's a give and take. Ooh, 70%. Oh. There is a 70% chance to recover 100% consumed uses of striking punch each time you use it when holding the aspis. I mean, sure. Let's just get all the punches. Make it real nice when I fight the lizard dude who I can't even punch, really. But it really helps with the little minions. I cannot understate this. I am just sweeping with the amount of enemies right now. Woo! No. There we go. Let me get your head. There we go. You need to die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's 3 p.m. It's time for your daily death warning. No, you don't get to live. You're trying to sneak by me. How dare you? It's not even a death warning for you anymore. It's your daily death dose. Get ready for your DDD. There's a reason they call me King DDD. Nah, I'm pretty sure I'd get copyright for that. Time to curb your enthusiasm. Ah! Okay, these punches are really not that strong anymore. I don't know what it was about this area in particular, but I want my punch damage up. That's cool. I'm sneaky. I'm sneaky. Okay, so catfish guards. Not that bad. They could be dealt with quite swiftly. But I do believe that this is another boss fight? Or am I wrong on that? I guess so far we haven't even had any waves. but to give you an example, oh god, I forgot those green things. Ah, yes, the purple little spheres around the Kappa, those are the projectiles they spew to home in on you, but then they turn into a random element, which makes them a little bit more deadly, but you can still shoot them down if you're quick enough. Ah, not quick enough. Ah, I just got unlucky there. There we go. Now, time for you to die. I'm done dealing with you. And you, Catman. Okay, boss. Elite Kappa. Oh god, he's annoying. Oh god, he's so annoying. No! Okay, okay. No, you need to lose all your shield right now. Oh no. Okay, my shield's coming back, which is fine. No, you still need to lose all your shields, sir. Sir, I don't like that you're alive. Please forfeit your right to live. Nope. I will sock you until you decide life is not worth living. I will continue this. I've got many more punches. Oh! And I almost died. Okay. Well, after that little scenario, maybe I won't make it past the snakes. Ooh. What am I oohing about? I can't heal. That one sucks. Elemental damage plus 25% is better than extra damage if I land crits, which don't have the best. And then less damage if I don't hit crits. It's not the best. I'd rather just have flat damage, especially if I have some corrosive damage due to the shield. Oh god! No! Sharkman. White shark. You must perish. You and your entire family. I'm saying this with such a straight face. I know that. Oh god. No, you don't get the rights to kill me, sir. Neither do you. Only a boss may. Nope. You die. Okay. Hello. Oh, you mortal bastard. What? Nope. And you healing. Oh my god. Can you heal an immortal to make them not die? I don't know. I think I'm gonna max upgrade my Icy Spear, because that could be fun. Woohoo! Especially that retracting motion. Ah, oh, it's so nice when you can just finish off an enemy, even when they're at full health or so. No more? No more? Okay. Oh, there was more. No, you're not gonna chain me. Oh, fiery, powerful soldier. No! This must be so confusing to see. Well, maybe it's not as confusing, but it can get disorienting real quick. Oh no! No. Like I said, my punches, they last forever. My shield will never die. Woohoo! Catfish man! No. Ooh. Oh, it wasn't far enough. Catfish man, die. So some other avenues I can go with this build is every time I take damage with the shield up, it does damage back to them. First time I reached the final boss now, like the 4th area, there's these UFOs that I was not able to punch down because I had swords. And there was no drops anywhere. But luckily I had statted myself into doing some reflect damage, so I just had to wait until the UFOs shot at me before I could continue. That was one part in the game where I don't think I could have lived if I made other choices, but it was still fun to have that shown to me at the very end, that I did have a way to overcome a specific challenge that was hard for me to hit. Yeah. That would have been good if I didn't level this thing up so much. Small crabs! Let's get you dead. Big crab, I don't think I can reach you. Umbrella man. Not as cool as Ocean Man, but you will do. I will still beat you to a bloody pulp. Somehow violence is better than sexual innuendos, which is one of the two ways I go. Monks are cool. Sometimes they come up to you and try and suck your health, and once you leave the area they teleport back somewhere safe. So they're a fun little challenge to deal with. Arrogant Lobster. Okay. Fun name you have. But, why aren't I locking onto your head? There we go. And now lastly, Octopus Man. Lots of numbers. You should be dead by now. No prizes? No money? How dare you? How dare you not give me something after I kill you? It's just not right, you know? Ooh. Are you kidding me? These crabs and little guys, they take more than one hit? With a spear? That feels kind of not right. Enemies transform into exploding lanterns. You shall not destroy me. Come on, let's punch barrage them to death. They don't like my punches, but they're awfully resistant to them. It's very annoying. Oh, why did I go out of my ult? On this octopus, every time it hits you, it makes you just a little bit slower for a certain amount of time. And they can get really annoying when there's many enemies. Maybe I should have focused them first, but maybe not. It still all worked out. So, recover max HP. And 10 ammo whenever you kill an enemy afflicted with an effect which, yeah, it's not really going to happen ever, but that's fine. And I should be able to level up the spear 3 times. Why not? Let's hit the... Oh, Kappa. I didn't even see you, Kappa. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. It is very fun if you reach a point in a game where you battle like high-powered monks who are trying to suck away your life and increase their own. And then you just see who can out-damage and out-heal each other. If you have a truly broken build, you can just stand up to these guys. And no matter what they do to you, they won't win. Just. Give me chest. What a beautiful chest. Ooh. Okay, so I get bonus damage for speed upgrades and I get a speed upgrade? Let's go! Seriously, let's go. Let's fight the lizard! Technically not final stage, but it might be. Let's see how things go. Peddler, what do you have? What are your wares? I get ammo every time I hit an enemy for a certain amount of time. Otherwise, I lose ammo. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Picking up ammo will go towards the weapon type. That's good, but I guess I can't buy it, so... Oh well. Let's look at these wonderful animations as I take a drink. Lizard friends! Yay! I do want to try something. Oh, okay. Well, oh no! Okay, not the best. Why do you keep doing this? No, stop. Oh, God. Why? Why? Oh, no. I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Heal up more, please. Okay, this is what I should be doing. There we go. Yeah, no, that's the strat. Just randomly place down as many of these as you can. And then eventually, you're gonna... Oh! That's okay! Eventually, you're gonna be coming down here. Oh, God! Shield up, shield up. Start that regen. Oh, God, no! Nope. Nope. See, these bosses can still be a challenge, even if you're swarming the enemies. God, Dang, okay. I can't believe that I stopped that one wave. Oh god. No! Oh, it's close. It's close. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Oh no! Okay, okay, okay. No, 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 no. My shield will regen. Okay, yep. Lizard, you will breathe my bow or my spear. How does my spear taste? Pretty good, it seems. Oh god. Can I kill you, please? This is getting kind of annoying. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, no. I don't need weapons anymore because I've decided. Oh. Ooh. That scroll was basically extra damage reduction every time you get hit. For every few hits, you can hold up to 10, but they regenerate slowly, so it's very nice. It doesn't really matter what I do here, because I will leave this fight, for all of you who definitely are playing, because this game is pretty nice, especially, I assume, with friends. Tear to my eye. Anyway, this went from spiel to let's play real quickly. So, let's go back to spiel real quick. Yes, I want to end my run. So, it shows me my progress. Soul Essence is for upgrades that you have. There's permanent upgrades that you can have for your player that gives them that gives you small bonuses for the amount of runs that you've played to make your runs a little bit easier and also give you mini goals to hit. And then they can also upgrade your character itself. So, say the Prince I have contingency plan left to buy. I have unlocked all of these here. I've played too much. But there are still upgrades that you can buy. So, contingency plan, I want to play the Prince a bit more, so I'll upgrade that, and I can confirm it. But a bunch of these skills are small little variants to help you. You didn't have the ability to go to those bonus locations to begin with, which going to those can give you extra rewards and make the game much more fun. But it also limits new players to tantalize them with something that they can do later, but have them to give them a more linear path to follow and not be confused. So I do believe that this is a good unlock to have within the menu. However, some of these are also increased weapon damage by some amount. So it is a hard lock for newer players to not be able to beat it the first time, which I want them to be able to in my game personally. But also, it's more of an RPG, so the replayability is hindered by whatever story I jam-pack in there. Skyrim being the best example of how to do it without intruding upon the player, but that's how it goes. But there's this massive upgrade tree. There are variable objects that you get at a random basis. Like, maybe there are 100 scrolls, but you only have access to a few at a time and never the whole 100 in a playthrough, so that always randomizes the replayability. This encourages you to replay, along with upgrading characters, which does cost money. Originally, you only unlock the Prince, but eventually you'll unlock the different characters and find out what playstyle you like best. This game has a lot of replayability, and I do strongly suggest that you play it. This game could be a ton of fun to play with friends. Eventually I'll have some other gameplay with talks about the different mechanics that I like in the game, but as of right now, that is all. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope it was a somewhat digestible video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a fun time. Have a good night.